Welcome to my November review. Now this month we start with Mars being retrograde and will be so until the middle of January. But when Mars is retrograde you can still work with the energy, and with it being in your 11th house it's a good time to look at groups you belong to, friends you associate with, and say what value am I getting from them? Are they actually enhancing my life? The other thing we have that starts the month off is a connection between Pallas Athena and the Black Moon Lilith. Now these are in your 12th house. This is the house of the unconscious. This is the house of the shadow, and the Black Moon Lilith represents the shadow. So with Pallas in this position, Pallas has wisdom. She's fearless. So you can at this point look at the shadow, confront the shadow side of yourself, and see where you can gain knowledge and advantage from doing this. The Black Moon Lilith is coming to the end of your 12th house, so this is a perfect opportunity to get to grips with the shadow side and confront it. Between the 2nd and the 7th we have Venus, the Sun and Mercury all making an opposition to the Moon's North Node, who's conjunct Uranus. And this is happening across your 4th and 10th house. Now the 10th house is the house of career and destiny. 4th house, that's the home, that's the area you feel familiar. But you've got to get out of your comfort zone and forge towards that North Node in the 10th house. This could be career, this could be a new relationship, or this could be part of your destined path. Whatever it is, you need to take some kind of risk and push forward in that area. Then on the 7th there is an aspect between Venus and Saturn. This will help you to look at things, examine things and see whereabouts you are and what's happened over those few days. On the 8th we have our full moon, and this is a lunar eclipse, and this is in Taurus. Again, this is your 10th house, so the focus is really on you now. This could thrust you into the limelight with this eclipse. This could be something that really changes your future and your destiny quite drastically. Now, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Taurus. So Taurus is a financial element involved in this. Maybe that you need to gain more financial security, but this will come with the advancement in your career or on your destined path. So this will all be in the focus, and also your public standing. Maybe that you people start to look up to you. Maybe it's time that you take on some kind of leadership, or maybe it's time that you step up to the mark and be noticed. And this could be a long-lasting effect, because this eclipse can last for many, many months. And also, with this eclipse, this is about taking power, using your power wisely. On the 10th, we have the Sun and Mercury making that square to Saturn. Saturn's in your 7th house, so there could be some disruption from others. Could be that you have to perform some kind of duty towards someone else to help them out. But this won't affect you too badly, because on the same day we have Venus making a grand trine. This will bring compassion and understanding to things. And then on the 13th we have Mercury making that same aspect. So this is good for communication. This is good for talking about things and understanding where you are and where other people are regarding the situation. Then we have also on the 13th a very intense and powerful connection between Venus and Pluto, and these two together, there is also fantastic desire and passion that comes with them. On the 14th, the Sun makes the Grand Trine. This is an opportunity to look at past events and things that maybe are in your unconscious, stored away there, and you can maybe shed light on things and maybe get a better understanding of things. Then on the 15th, Venus and Mercury come together and they make a fantastic aspect to Jupiter. And this is great, this is a feel-good factor. This is a time to start planning a new adventure. And this is good for any kind of business or enterprise. Then they stay together and travel through into Sagittarius. And by the 19th, they're in Sagittarius for a week together. And this is a great time. This is the 5th house. This is the house of fun and enjoyment. This is a house of creativity as well, and of love. So there's a lot of good things going to be happening over the next few weeks. The Sun makes two positive aspects, first to Pluto on the 18th. Pluto's in that 6th house, so it's time to organise or reorganise your environment where you work, or where you spend most of your day, and also to organise your daily routines and make changes where necessary. Then there's another fortunate one, probably the most fortunate one, on the 20th, when the Sun makes a trine to Jupiter. This is good for just about anything. This is fantastic. Of course, with the Sun is still in the 4th house, great for doing things around the home, for socialising or doing some decorating or anything around the home. Or you maybe you just want to chill out and relax, because this aspect is also very good for a real feel-good, relaxing feeling. On the 23rd, we have our new moon. This is probably going to be one of the best new moons you could have, Leos, because this is happening in your house, the 5th house. This is the house of creativity. This is the house of drama and theatre. This is the house of love. This is the house of children and socialising. So it's a great time to have fun now. Make the most of this time, because it's your house, and it's a fellow fire sign of Sagittarius. This is the sign of adventure. This is the sign of growth and expansion. So make the most of this over the next 2 weeks. Jupiter also turns direct on the 23rd, so this is more good news for you Leos. And also on the 25th we have Chiron in that 9th house, the house ruled by Jupiter, receiving a positive aspect from Venus and Mercury. So this will also help you to heal any wounds that you have from the past. The 26th is Mars making an aspect to Saturn, but Mars is retrograde, remember, in that 11th house. So this is a good time to start networking, start putting together things in the background for any group involvement or any networking and connections you need to make in preparation for next year when Mars goes direct. We finished the month with Mercury making 2 aspects, one to Mars, one to Saturn. So this again is when you can communicate and talk about things, plan things, get things moving, ready for next year. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next month.